Ain't nobody got nothing. And if you do got nothing, my hat's off to you. Because you got there. And you got that part. And you should pat yourself on the back, because that's the first, eliminating all those things that keep you awake at night. He said, well, I don't wonder if this motherfucker's going to talk to this motherfucker because I said this shit. We should have grown out of that by now. We should have grown out about, you shouldn't be thinking anything like that. None of that shit should be keeping you awake. You can raise some shit at work. Are you that person? You meddling in people's business at work? You know, what's your kid up to? I mean, your fucking business what my kid's up to. I got you, I hear you. What's your kid up to? They get out of rehab yet? Life is hard. Life is hard enough. You don't need to be talking about other people. Where are you going with your life? What are you doing? What's your purpose? What's your mark? And you know what? It ain't about reaching astronomical figures. It's about, what do you need to be comfortable in your life? Honestly. It was Albert Einstein that said, you know, the richest men don't have it all. The richest men need the least. And over time, what do we stack up in our lives that we don't even fucking need? You need that motherfucking car. You need that motherfucking back massager that never worked right anyway. Shit. Put a little Asian lady on the fucking box. Late night TV's a motherfucker, man. I'm telling you. Don't get caught up in that shit. Watching late night TV, and then all they got now, they got the back massagers that don't work with the Asian lady on the box, which is a bullshit motherfucking false advertising. Somebody ought to call about that. Somebody ought to do some shit about that. I'm telling you. I'm not ratting on nobody, but the fucking shit ain't like no Asian lady walking on your back. It's just like the regular back massagers that you find at Spencer's, or I don't know, when you're looking for crap gifts to give to people you don't know on the way out, like at Kohl's and shit. Special, $10.99. You know what Carl would need? Carl would need a back massager. Look, there's an Asian lady right on the box. You know it's got to be good. You know what they say about them Asian. You think you're going to get a happy ending in a box. Because when you're unwrapping the gift, whatever it is, you're unwrapping the gift, you see the Asian lady. I can't believe they gave me that. I got a call from Carl. What do you think? Mike, we ain't that kind of friends, are we? No, Carl, open it all the way. You got Big Mike at 3:53. Beautiful Colorado afternoon. Beautiful. Beautiful. Talk about what direction, what thoughts go in your head. What's God hearing when he... Because, yeah, he's got that wiretap. He's got that wiretap. I used to always freak out about when Santa Claus knowing I was bad when I was a kid. That ain't shit, dude. But, I mean, I ain't trying to preach fire, because I think that God's a loving God, man. He put these temptations in our head. He put these delicacies in our path. He made our palate taste for things. And if he didn't do it, if he knew about it, that's why he put Jesus Christ in the way. Otherwise, we'd all have something to answer for. That ain't nothing like getting in trouble with your parents, I don't think. I mean, not the way I read it. Not the way I read it. The direction you go, the things that you imagine, the thoughts that you have, you got to walk that walk. I mean, say you want to go to school, say you want to further your education, say you feel like you just ain't, you could know a lot more. You could be something a little bit more. What you're doing, a little get up. First thing you got to decide is where you want to be. What makes you happy? Some of that shit that makes you happy, you put on that list. You got to think about it. I look at things that made me happy when I was younger. I had a list. I accomplished that list. I don't have it. Some of the stuff still. A pack rat. Big Mike's a pack rat at 3:55 in the PM. Colorado's Kush, KUSH. This is the Saturday afternoon edition of the Wake and Bake. We found the bonus round lemon skunk joint. That shit was brutal, man. That did Big Mike just right, but take responsibility for them thoughts, because if you're thinking it, it's going to happen. I mean, everything in this world is here because somebody thought about it. No lie. AIDS just didn't come out of thin air. Ebola, if that's even real. I don't even know about Ebola. Can't be talking about things that ain't real. There's too many real things to take away from that. Real things, real honesty. Life's too short for lies. I'm going to tell you that. Yeah, sometimes I'm brutally honest. I've been accused of that. But that's better than them fake-ass motherfuckers that come up to your door. Them fake-ass motherfuckers coming up and telling you some song and dance. You don't like a motherfucker, you don't like a motherfucker. I don't understand this half-hearted bullshit. Where do we start settling for mediocrity? Is that the American spirit? Where exactly did that come into play? And where do we want to sanitize the whole world against fucking morons? Got warning labels on everything, man. Everything. It's safety to the max. You got to have your kid in a car seat till he's, 20? 21? We're getting ridiculous, people. Stupidity is stupidity. If you're walking around being dumb and everybody's telling you you're dumb, you might be dumb. You might not be getting it. School's out, man. Ain't no truer statement, man. It ain't like you ain't been exposed to, and I'm talking in the manner that I'm comfortable with. So please don't think I'm talking to any particular people as well as the people that it does apply to, because I am smoking up the lemon skunk from Walking Raven Retail. And this shit is good. I'm telling you, this is some really good weed. If you are by 2001 South Broadway, go into Walking Raven Retail. Get these lemon joint skunks, because they're badass. Smoking the weeds on the Wake and Bake. Colorado's Kush, KUSH. The highest station in the nation. What's God reading in your thoughts? You hating on somebody? And carrying that around? Hate isn't the opposite of love. Hate is a form of love. Indifference. Indifference is the opposite of love. When you're indifferent to something. You're carrying around hate, justified or unjustified. I'm sorry, that's a lot of baggage. You imagine your brain like a hard drive. It's only being able to hold so much stuff. And you're on your grind, and you're on your path. And you're focused. You don't have room. You don't have room for that crap. Think about it. Think about it. How much of your day you spend hating on somebody else? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, we got it. I mean, these are the simple shit, people. It gets harder. It gets harder. The decisions get harder. The temptations, they get harder. The wrong path starts looking a little bit, it's like them advertising when they're fucking up with the ketchup bottles now with the big bubbles on the bottom, where it looks like you're getting so much ketchup, but you ain't. You know, they got these bubbles in the bottle, so the bottle looks bigger, but the bottoms of them are fucking hollowed out, so they don't actually put as much in there. That's how that shit is. Big Mike, 4:01 in the PM, Colorado's Kush. KUSH. If you're not looking high enough, that ain't God's fault. God will let you be whatever you want to be. If you can think it up, you can be it. My sister thought she was a ballerina. She's a hell of a dancer. People do it all the time. It just, it ain't like one of them, it ain't like one of them sports movies or them hero movies where, everybody's cheering for you all the time. Some shit you just gotta do just because you gotta do. And if you're on that grind, and whether it be above the board, under the board, whatever, think of the weight that you carry with what you're doing. And if that's furthering where you want to be spiritually in your heart, or that's contributing to the baggage that you carry around. The questions get harder as you go along. I'm going to say that. This is simple shit. And you got Big Mike on Colorado's Kush, KUSH, the highest station in the nation. I ain't gonna lie to you. Life's too short to lie. It's way too short. If you're living lies, and some of us are, and I've gone that route too. My clothes are soiled. I've got blood on my hands. I made mistakes. I do the best I can. We're all struggling one way or another, but where we aim our sights, where our vision lies, or where our eyes, I don't know how to say that. Any ideas? No? Okay. Your future lies where your vision rests. And if you're always hating, and you're always complaining, and you're always upset, and you're always not sure, and you're always this, and you're always that, it's an awful lot of time you spend. That's a corrosive force. Be careful. You're making it harder. You're adding to the potholes in the road. You're fucking up your alignment. That's you. That ain't nobody else. That ain't nobody else. That's you. Or maybe it ain't. Because we're smoking